Boom. All right, here I am back at it again. This time we are hanging the porch swing. Now, a few weeks back I posted a video of us building the porch swing. I will put a link above right now if you check out the top, and at the end of this video there will be another link as well that'll take you to us building the porch swing. All right, at this moment I'm going to hang the brackets which the beam will slide into. The brackets need to be the same distance from the house, so make sure you measure from the house out to the same distance on both sides. At this point you can tell this is fast forwarded. I just wanted to show you what the beam looked like. My daughter's obviously helping me. She's a wonderful helper, but it comes in one long piece. We cut it in half, and then what we do is it's called a self-mating beam, and we put screws every 24 inches on both sides to put the beam together. So here you see I'm going to put the beam up there and level across because the two beams that I'm connecting to, one is higher than the other. So I need to make sure my new beam will be setting level. Now, half of my beam will be lower than the other, which is fine as long as you have enough screws to connect it to the beam. Please do use a level. Don't use what people like to call the dead eye. It will look funny from the road if it's not level. Obviously this is easier with two people, but I wasn't going to put my daughter on top of the ladder trying to hold a beam with me. And it's always good to double check your level. So level it twice, mark it twice, screw it once. Alright, so I got the mounting brackets up here. Whoops. There we go. That's the mounting brackets. Okay. On one side. This one's lower. Only because to make it level, my left side is lower than my right. So I make sure my beam is level. Alright, so let's get this beam up there. Now, we cut this, pre-measured it before we put the brackets up there, so it is going to be a tight fit. Don't be afraid to use the MAN, a little bit of man muscle, and force it up in there. They will give and take slightly until you're up and set and screwed off. So, and as you can tell, as I got it set where I wanted it, I still double checked, almost triple checked the level to make sure it looks good from the road. Don't be afraid to add more screws. This makes it stronger. The more screws, the stronger it is. I'm going to put about 9 down each side of both brackets. When I'm done, I will show you up close what it looks like. Alright, so here's when you're attached to the brackets, what they look like. I got plenty of screws in them. Okay. Yep. Alright. I chose the aluminum beam to match the rest of the carport, and it's going to look kind of like that, but over here. So. I know, that's what we're worried about, eyeballs. I think it'll hold my weight.
It will.
I know.
Perfect. Now we're gonna look. I opened it up by myself. Got it.
All right, so I fabricated this little piece to fit up there.
Perfect.
Alright, now that you have the center brace up and down and in there, as you can tell, it's a tight fit. You may have to maneuver it or bend it a little bit to get it up in there. But once it's in there, you want to put screws above and below on both sides after you level the thing inside and outside. You don't want it to be leveled wrong. It'll look funny from the road, but it's really just a support anyways. Alright, next step is to hang the swing
Up to there.
on the beam, right? So I marked out where I need it. Can you see the pencil mark there?
Yeah, it's too late.
And the pencil mark there. And it's the same distance from hole to hole. And it is in the center of the window. So that's what we're going to do. So to pre-drill the holes, I'm going to use a stainless steel driller, which will drill through my aluminum as a pilot hole. And then I will use a drill bit, which is 11/32, because my bolt is only a 1/4 inch thick. So the 11/32 is plenty thick enough for my bolt. Now the bolt that I'm using right now that you see is meant for wood, not for aluminum. I do change them out for through bolts with washers on top and bottom. I will show you a picture in just a moment. And there's the through bolts I was talking about. As you can tell, they go through the whole beam to hold the weight. Alright, you gonna get the other side?
Yeah.
Alright, get this side. Pick it up. No, go where you were. There you go. Pick up this. There you go. Up. Put it on top of here. Higher. Oh. That's good. Time to hang this thing. Now, we're master crafters ourselves and do it ourselves kind of people. Let's see how well we did. Are we gonna sit on the floor? Are we gonna sit on the floor? I think it's a little low. Let's raise her up some, huh? As you can tell, it was a little low. I don't think anybody wants to sit on the floor. If we did, we wouldn't need to build a bench to do that. So what we decided to do, as you can see, we're just moving it up about 2 or 3 feet, something like that, 2.5 foot, moving the chains until we get it level how we like it.
It can hold me.
Can it hold you? Can it hold me too?
Watch.
Let's see. Let's see.
We're testing it out already. Perfect. It works perfectly.
I like it.
Oh, hold on. Maybe we can laugh for a minute. Oh, maybe see it's breaking? No, it's not.
It's not breaking?
It's not breaking.
Well, that's good. All right. It turned out okay?
Yep.
How do you like it?
Good.
See, it's holding us all right. All right. Well, thanks for watching, y'all. And don't forget, hit the subscribe and share button. Say bye.
Bye. But so I got a surprise for you.
You got a surprise? What do you got? Oh, the bomb we made? Watch out.